What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to break down how my voice became deeper, which is something a few of you guys have noticed in the comments. And also just go over in general how I got better at speaking on camera and in various social situations, which is going to involve taking a look at some never before seen infield of me. So in this video, we're going to take a look at various clips of me. We're going to take a look at the way my voice sounded like 6 years ago, the way it sounded 3 years ago, and the way it sounded a year ago, right? And we're also going to take a look at the way it sounded in various situations. How does it sound on camera compared to the way how it sounds when I'm talking to girls? As a lot of you guys know, also, I've been doing TRT, testosterone replacement therapy, for about 2 years now. So we're going to also analyze the difference between pre-TRT and post-TRT. The one thing I can say is that there's this misconception that the only reason my voice changed was because I started doing testosterone. That's not really the case. That was definitely a huge part of it. However, another big component was just getting a lot more confident and comfortable in various social situations, including being on camera. So we're going to go through these clips and then we're going to analyze everything in the end. All right, so I think a good place to start would be the first speech I ever gave. So this would have been summer of 2018 in SoPod. I was invited to be one of the speakers there. And even though it was a really exciting opportunity, I was also nervous as fuck. This was before our YouTube channel was even really created, right? So, later on when we created the channel, we just uploaded this video. But, so at this time, the channel wasn't a thing. I had zero experience speaking in front of a camera and even less speaking in front of an audience. So let's see what I sounded like.
Always assuming you're gonna look worse than your pics. So that's like a common mistake I see. So portraying best possible sexual market value, which is the same thing as kind of DHVing yourself. And you'll kind of see how I do that here. Like, for example, there's like, DHV is like the, I'm on a bike. That's always a DHV. I'm playing, well, I don't know if playing tennis.
All right, so what's the issue here? First of all, I think the biggest one is that I just don't sound confident. I'm just kind of like mumbling and rushing through my speech. And again, it's not something that I did on purpose. I just have no experience. I'm also nervous as fuck. It's my first time speaking in front of hundreds of people, right? It's a nerve-wracking situation for a lot of people. For me, it definitely was as well, right? So I definitely did, the best that I could in that situation. However, I just did not have the experience, the practice, and the confidence to actually sound confident. So that was a big thing. But I want to show you guys how my voice sounded differently on voice memos. So this was the same trip. So this would have been probably within a month of the speech, a voice memo that I sent to a girl. I had to really dig this up, but I really wanted to show you guys this. Here you go.
Absolutely. You come over and we see if we can break that record. So the solution here is that you go skinny dipping and I have a few drinks with my friends, and then afterwards you come over. This way you get to experience the best of both worlds.
So this is literally within a month of each other, but how much better do I sound? I'm much more slow, deliberate. It sounds like I have a lot more enthusiasm, and I just definitely sound a lot more confident. My voice isn't as nasally, it's not as rushed, right? So what changed? Well, my hormones were the same. The big difference is that I was a lot more confident sending that voice memo than I was giving that speech. And a big part of that had to do with voice memo, fuck it up, I can do a bunch of other ones. I can just redo it, resend it. Speech you only get once. When I'm doing these videos, if I fuck up a take, I can just do another one. Usually, the videos you guys see, it was the third or fourth take, right? I did it until I got it the exact way that I wanted it, right? So, the point I'm trying to make is your confidence and the situation is going to make a big difference in how you sound. So next, let's fast forward to me when I was at my absolute worst. So this would probably be fall of 2019 when I was sick with Lyme and had a really bad neck injury. At that point, I haven't done anything in 6 months. My YouTube channel had started, and then I took a hiatus when I was dealing with my health issues. So I was just completely at a horrible emotional state, and I was also completely out of practice because I also wasn't doing any not doing any videos or public speaking. So let's see what I sounded like at my worst.
Through and one of my interactions. This is a girl that I met as I was walking home one night. I'm gonna show you exactly how I went from the opener text to having her come straight over my place, right? So I'm gonna walk you through everything, kind of cover,
Oh my fucking God. I don't know how 21,000 of you were able to watch this video and give me 420, good number, likes. I mean, the content is good, but my presentation is atrocious, right? My voice sounds really nasally, like I'm, hey guys, I'm Alex from Playing with Fire, right? And also just has no I don't have any fucking swagger. I don't have any yeah guys, so this is what's up. It's like, yeah guys, this is what's up. And again, this is about a year and a half after the videos that you guys saw earlier. So again, you know, I'm still the same person. This is actually later on in life. However, I'm just in such a bad mental state and I'm so out of practice at this point that my voice has changed and I sound like a total fucking pussy. Next, I want to go fast forward a little bit. I want to fast forward to right around the time I started TRT, which would have been this video. But also another important thing to keep in mind is that by this point, I had already made quite a few videos, so I had also started going out, so I'm in a different emotional state. Still not a good state, but a better state.
And unfortunately wound up having the girl that he's talking to get fucked by another dude. So let's take a look at this, see what the errors are, and then recap with like what he could have done better.
Definitely a little bit better, but still sound like a bitch. Now let's go fast forward a little bit more. Let's go to a video about 8-9 months after I started TRT and after I got in the swing of things, making these videos, going out, you know, hooking up with some girls, and you know, just living the dream as some people think I do. Let's go to this one, texting a bratty girl. This was about a year ago.
And then within 10-15 minutes, you understand the girl's culture a little bit. And again, this chick, you know, was like very much grew up in America, but you know, just if you can show that you understand the person's culture just a tad bit, it gives you crude bonus points. So just like a little subtle DHV. So then I write back, Zaro Yakin over Balawan, and you know, the Indian people watching this video are probably loving this, you know, me texting in Hindi. And then she,
So at this point, I had been on TRT for probably 8-9 months. I've been going out regularly. I've been hooking up with girls. I've been doing videos regularly. I definitely sound better, but it's still pretty different than the way I sound now. I'm still not as confident. My voice just doesn't resonate and carry as well. And it's not like my TRT dose has been consistent since the day it started. So it's not like my dose got bigger. A lot of it is that since this point, I have gained a lot more confidence on camera. So let's go to, you know, one of my, let's say, most recent videos, how to be dominant in a relationship. What's up, guys? In this video, we're going to break down how to be dominant. First, we're going to show you what being dominant is not, along with all the popular misconceptions that come with dominance. Then we're going to show you how you can actually develop more dominant. I sound a lot fucking better. Like, there's just a lot more confidence. My voice resonates better. I'm also slower. I'm not rushing my words out. But the big thing I also want to show you guys is how do I sound in other situations aside from videos. So let's go down memory lane and listen to how my voice sounded like on a voice memo about 4 years ago. This was when I was living in Austin, Texas. So this would actually have been right after I got back from Europe. So right after my Sopot speech before I ever moved to Miami. And you can see just how different I sound.
I'm just going to start speaking to you in Russian, so you also have no idea what the fuck I'm saying. No, Chica. What I said was, я хочу тебя взять, кину самому.
Okay, so this is in Russian. I want to get to the American take.
Well, I don't know about dinner yet, but I definitely know what I want to have for dessert.
How much more confident do I sound in that clip than I do in Europe, or do I do one in my early videos? Is a huge difference. And I sound also a lot more confident in this voice memo than I did in my earlier one. Let's just play that back again real quick.
Absolutely. You come over and we see if we can break that record.
Compared to this.
Well, I don't know about dinner yet, but I definitely know what I want to have for dessert.
These are both way, way before TRT. They're about, I want to say, a year apart. But at this point, again, I've been doing game for 1 extra year. I've started creating content, PWM started. I just sound maybe 30, 40, 50% more confident. And as a result of that, my voice is a little bit deeper, even though my hormones are exactly the same. The next thing I want to look at is how do I sound when I'm talking to girls. So I'm going to show you guys something I've actually never showed on this channel, which was the first ever infield I've ever done. I'm going to show you guys part of it. This probably took place, I want to say 7 years ago when I was living in LA. So this was me when I was about 25, something along the lines of that. And let's see what I sound like compared to what I sound like now when I talk to girls.
Wait, excuse me. Hi. I'm sorry. I had to come and say hi to you. I know what you're thinking. You're like, fuck, like, why does every guy keep macking on me on the promenade? I'm just trying to walk around, just like do my shit, do my shopping. Like I just want to fucking rock out. Well, that's what happens. What's your name?
Aside from the fact that my game is pretty much dog shit, I also sound completely different. I'm nervous. At this point, I was kind of just getting into cold. Well, actually, at this point, I've been doing cold approach for about a year. I actually already hooked up with quite a few girls, but still, I was nowhere near where I am now. And I had nowhere near the experience being on camera. So I am nervous. I have my buddy filming me. That's a rare opportunity. It's not like something that's very easily available to me right now. So I'm trying to get a good take, and I'm nervous. I'm a little nasally, and I'm doing up talk. Well, so anyway, I wanted to say hi. Let's compare that to the way I sounded 2 weeks ago when I started filming some more infield. Let's see what the difference is.
Thank you. Is it he or she?
It's actually, he's gender neutral. He doesn't identify as either man or woman. He identifies as a dog. So if you could just be respectful of him, please.
Of course.
So aside from the fact that my vibe and body language is a lot better, this chick is actually laughing and participating in the conversation, and I'll release the full clip at some point. Actually, I know when I'll release it. When I hit 50,000 subs, like I promised you guys, I'll release this full clip. But you can see that aside from that, my voice is just a lot better. It's just a lot more dominant, a lot more confident, a lot more charismatic. And again, a big part of that was just getting a lot more confident talking to girls. And of course, another big part of that was TRT. All right, so what are the big takeaways here? Why does my voice sound a lot deeper, richer, and more confident now than it did just a few years ago? So I'm not going to try to downplay the effects of TRT. No, that was definitely a big part of it. And if you're someone whose hormones are out of whack, you have low testosterone, that's definitely something worth considering. For more information on this, check out the video I did on TRT where I break everything down, including my recommendations. But fair warning, I'm not a doctor, although I do play one in the bedroom with certain girls. But aside from that, I think there's other things that are very important to mention. First one is your general comfort and confidence level in various situations. So what I mean by that is this. I think right now, with exactly where I am right now, and believe me, I don't feel like I've made it at all. I still think I have a long way to go. I think a few years from now, when I'll be watching this video, I'm probably going to mock myself and be like, oh, he wore a Got Kratom shirt, and this is what he sounded like, blah, 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 right? But I think that right now, you put me in a situation that makes me nervous, which probably is a little bit more difficult to do. But let's say you put me in a room, 1,000 of the wealthiest people in the world, and I need to present on something I know nothing about, like investing or IRAs, and the stakes are really high. If I fuck it up, I lose my YouTube channel, or they take away my left testicle, they take away my radar, whatever, right? My voice is not gonna sound the way it does right now. I'm probably gonna be, a little bit more monotone. It's gonna be a little bit more nasally because I'm being nervous. I'm gonna be trying to suppress my anxiety, right? Because that's a situation I have no experience in, and the stakes are high, right? So again, it's not gonna be the same. As you kind of saw in the, voice memos, the way I sounded in the voice memo was pretty different than the way I sounded during that speech, even though those were a few weeks apart from each other, right? Again, because the voice memos, there's nothing on the line, and in addition to that, right, I could do a bunch of takes. I was just a lot more confident. I had a lot more experience with that because by that point, I had years of game and leaving voice memos. However, I had no experience with speeches. So the point I'm trying to make is whatever you're trying to become more confident in and whatever area where you want your voice to sound better, practice, 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 right? I've been doing these videos for 2-3 years now, but it wasn't really until I would say 6 to 9 months ago that I would say I would consider myself a decent interviewer and a decent presenter. Before that, I think everything I did was rushed. The information was good, but I don't think I was a good presenter. I think I've gotten a lot better through lots of practice, practice, and practice. And if you want to get better at talking to girls in real life, making YouTube videos will definitely help a bit, but you know what's going to be even better than that? Talking to girls in real life, right? So if you want to get better at cold approach, then do cold approach, right? You can see that also my voice with cold approach changed a lot, and also my general vibe and game through, those two were 7 years apart, so that's a lot of practice in there. And so I think another big component is just lowering your baseline anxiety level in general. So do things that make you uncomfortable, do things that take you outside of your comfort zone, and that will kind of have rollover effects for other areas of your life. And also you want to be in a good place emotionally. You can see that, when I had the whole Lyme thing going on, I was definitely in like a bad place emotionally, and that resonated in my videos. Like I didn't have the same conviction and passion that I do now, aside from the fact that my voice was extremely nasally and I sounded like a little bitch. And I think the last thing is honest self-analysis. So the good thing about doing these videos, one of many, is that I just constantly was able to listen to the way I talk and critique myself and slowly improve bit by bit, right? So I think it's very powerful to listen to the way you talk on camera. And I've seen, guys who think that they, maybe they sound like this, and then they listen to themselves like, whoa, I sound totally different than I thought. So if you're the average person, you're not a YouTuber, you can make videos of yourself talking into your iPhone, but even better would be to get one of your buddies to videotape you talking to a cute girl. And then you analyze that back, and then, you make some mental notes, then you go and do it again and see if you improved. And you just keep practicing and practicing until you get better and better and better. You get more confident, you lower your baseline anxiety level, and you have a lot more experience with whatever area you're trying to get good at. And I would say probably the last thing is also just try to be deliberate. Like try to think, okay, am I talking too fast now? Can I slow things down? Usually it's not that you're talking too slow, it's that you're talking too fast. So you can just benefit from slowing things down, being a little bit more deliberate with your words. And that makes what you say a lot more intense and powerful. Hopefully you guys found this video valuable. Show us some love by smashing the like button, hitting subscribe, and clicking the bell for notification. And help us get to 50,000 subs, and I will release the full infield video that I hinted to earlier, where you can see how I should go from shamelessly using Rhaegar to start the conversation to getting a girl's phone number. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.